That's the plan. I'm planning to come in and catch. Yeah, I caught all last fall and winter, and then we needed me in the outfield. Ray did a solid behind the plate, so I'm hoping to come in and catch this year, though.
You'll be the hope is to be the everyday guy behind the plate.
Yeah, and then if we throw someone else back there every now and then, go play the outfield or DH or whatever it may be.
Do you see that position as your pro future too?
Yeah, I think that a lot of the scouts liked me as a catcher in the fall and the winter last year, and then they were hoping to see me catch during the year, and it actually ended up in the draft hurting me a little bit that I didn't catch. So for personal, selfish reasons, I'd like to catch this year for sure.
Were you surprised the draft went without your name being called?
Yeah, it definitely hurt, and I've got a chip on my shoulder this year. I'm still looking to get picked up and play pro ball. I think that there's no reason I shouldn't be able to, and yeah, it was a shock, and I went through this summer and just tried to get better, playing in the Cape, and then I'm looking to do the same here behind the plate.
How was your experience in the Cape?
It was good. I bounced around from Katuitt. I was on a temporary contract, and then when that expired, Wareham picked me up, and then that ended up being a really good experience. We ended up going all the way and winning the championship with a good group of guys, so that was fun.
Were you catching out there?
I caught a little bit with Katuitt, and then when Wareham picked me up, they made it clear that they just needed an outfielder, so I went and played outfield for them. I didn't catch it all. I caught a couple of bullpens here and there, but it was an outfield position with Wareham.
So when you talked to the scouts after going undrafted, it was the catching that they said was maybe the biggest reason there, or did they say some other things?
Yeah, it was they wanted to see me catch, and that didn't happen. And then actually the couple times that I caught out in the Cape, some guys talked to me about signing as a free agent, and ultimately I decided that wasn't in my best interest, and I wanted to come back here and catch for a year before I took up that position in pro ball.
Did you catch much as a younger player?
No, I caught a little bit my senior year of high school, and then I caught actually one summer after I think it was my sophomore year here. I went and caught out in New England, and that actually went really well. I came back and I played outfield, and then I ended up getting hurt, but I think that I can do a good job behind the plate.
So many different facets to that. What was the challenge like last fall and winter? Trying to get your head around that skill set.
The big thing for me is just blocking is a tough skill. I think that I've got good enough hands that I'm just kind of naturally a good receiver, and then the learning process that comes with getting to know your pitchers, and that's going to have to start over again with this whole group of new guys. We actually have a lot of returning pitchers that I caught a lot last fall, so I'm comfortable with them, but it's going to be a learning process, getting to know the new guys and teaching them the system and really earning their trust.
What about as a hitter? How do you want to profile this year?
I think I had a good year last year. I think I fell off a little bit towards the end of the year. I'd like to finish strong and have a better year.
You had a few options after last year. I mean, you mentioned you could have signed as a free agent. You've graduated, right? So you could have grad transferred. So you had all sorts of options before coming back here.
Yeah, so I talked with my family a little bit about grad transferring. I talked to Coach Horton and the staff, and they seemed really excited about having me back as a catcher and as an offensive player. So ultimately, I decided that this was in my best interest to come back. I'm applying to law school right now, some business schools. So keeping that option open in the future. But for me, I've spent my whole life wanting to play pro ball, so I'm going to keep that my dream for now and my focus.
What's your grad classes you're taking then?
I'm taking some political science classes. Honestly, it's more to stay eligible, and my main focus is going to be baseball and getting into law school right now.
Have you caught Jovan recently?
Jovan, I caught a flat ground for him. He's not throwing bullpens yet. He actually took a month off of throwing, so all of our pitchers are really just getting back in the swing of things right now, and I haven't caught him since a real bullpen since last year.
I wanted to ask you about the throwing motion from a catcher coming from the outfield. It's quite a different motion. How much of a transition is that for you?
It's something I work on every day in catch play. It's a shorter arm action, but I don't have a problem with it really.
A lot of different footwork as well.
Yeah, some different footwork. That's a big thing for me, is just getting a quick release. I have a strong arm, so I'm just getting rid of the ball quick is the big thing for me.
Knowing the guys you have coming back, what's your excitement to work with this pitching staff and the potential you see?
I'm really excited to see what Nelly can do from his transition from the closer to the starter. I was honestly a little bit skeptical last year, seeing Kenyon go from his dominant role as a closer to a starter, but then obviously that transition worked out extremely well. So hopefully Nelly's a similar story, and we see those guys dominate all year on the mound.
How about the bats you guys bring back? Corner guys on the infield, a couple outfielders. Obviously, going to catcher, but what do you feel about the lineup? What you really see?
I think we got a lot of development to do. It's going to be big having some experience in the lineup. There's some guys that had big summers like DeLuca and Steer. So we need to get Gabe. He had a little bit of an injury this summer. We need to get him healthy. But I mean, I'm excited to see what some of the guys do. So a lot of the returners, I'm expecting them to have big years.